What's up, guys? So another successful night of predictions. 8 out of 12, which is 67% overall. And then on the fights that I actually covered, I did 4 out of 6, which is also 67%. So that's just a coincidence. Yeah, I'll take it. This is a great. I was, ranked 336 out of a couple thousand, and to me this is garbage. I really don't put it in my best result unless I'm top 100, and it's not easy to do that for sure. But overall, and tonight I was only able to watch the last 5 fights. I was working, didn't get off till 4, so I missed the majority of the event. But a couple of great picks from me. A lot of my underdogs came through. So the Akiesi, I had him winning KOTK round 1. He won a dominant decision. A lot of people were telling me it's crazy, he's not gonna win, and yeah, whatever. And then also Grundy had him by decision, but he actually knocked the guy out. But for sure, I think those are my highlights of the night, really. And like I said, I didn't cover this in my video, but for sure great picks on Diakese and Grundy. And let's get to the actual fights that I covered. So wow, I have to say I'm very surprised with Darren Till versus Masvidal. If you saw my prediction video, I said that I had Darren Till winning 100%, but then immediately I said, well, not really 100 but 90-10, and that 10% is what happened. It's the thing that can happen in MMA. A perfectly placed punch on your chin will knock you out, and that's what Masvidal did. And the thing is, Masvidal has never been shown to be a one-punch knockout artist. So I gave round 1 to Till for sure, but I could see that Masvidal, was having his moments, and then round 2 I was giving it to Masvidal. He was able to figure out the timing and read Darren Till's left hand, and started to maneuver around it, and Till couldn't do shit. So I was definitely surprised with this one. That sucks for Till, and my guess is they're gonna make Masvidal fight Ben Askren, and hopefully they put him as an underdog. Like, I hope Masvidal is an underdog, because I think he will beat Askren, but I think he takes him to school in the stand-up, and his grappling is good enough to keep the fight standing. So please, gods of MMA, I hope Masvidal goes into that fight as a huge underdog, and hopefully make some money out of it. Or watch him lose that one time. And then so Edwards, perfectly predicted. I had Edwards winning by decision. I gave him round 1, and I gave him round 2, or yeah, gave him round 1, gave him round 2, gave round 3 to Gunnar Nelson. It was a split, so that was interesting. There were a lot of trash judges tonight, and I'll get more into that. But I was like, I'm pretty sure if this was a split decision for Edwards, and I was like, how? There's no way, I like round 1 and 2 were solid his rounds, and round 3, yeah, I give it to Gunnar, but I don't know how that was split. But yeah, I talk about how I thought Edwards' grappling was shown versus Cerrone to be high level in order for him to just not get out grappled by Gunnar Nelson. I thought he was the better striker in the stand-up, which he showed it, and yeah, perfectly predicted. So proud of that one. I'm always proud of perfect predictions, even if it's a decision, Then the other one was Reyes versus, which again, trash judges, because at the end of that fight I was convinced Volkan won. So I want to take credit for it because my pick came through, but I think Volkan got robbed. I gave round 1 and round 2 to Volkan, and I gave round 3 to Dominic Reyes. So I don't understand how the judges saw it split with Reyes winning. Volkan didn't get tired as much as I thought he would. As a matter of fact, Reyes seemed like he and I don't know if it was because his nose got messed up and he had to breathe through his mouth, but great game plan by Volkan. He was not shy, he was not intimidated, and that drops the stocks of Reyes. At this point, who knows? You know what? Make Johnny Walker fight Volkan now, and maybe the winner fights Jones. I don't know. But for sure, I guess I was wrong, but at the same time I was right because Reyes won. But yeah, that was some bullshit decision. And then Nathaniel Wood versus Quinones, semi-perfectly predicted. So I had Wood winning round 2, but I had him by KO, not by submission. So it was almost perfectly analyzed. I said that Quinones was going to survive round 1, which he did because he almost got finished. But eventually he would get finished round 2. I wish it would have been a KO TKO just to take full credit for that one, but just absolute complete total domination from Wood. Yeah, let's see what they give him next. Then the other one, also semi-perfectly predicted, because I had Silva by submission. I had him round 2 though, but he was round 3. And this time the referee fucked up. So, I gave Silva round 1, I gave Silva round 2, but round 3, it was all the other guy. What's his last name? Roberts. Up until that submission or whatever happened, because in that round 3 he was on his way to being a 10-8 round, or he might have even finished him, because he was beating the shit out of Silva. So had he finished him, he would have won. Had the fight ended, he might have been a 10-8 round and it could have been a draw. But yeah, I don't know what the referee heard, but apparently he never really tapped. But still, I don't know. Silva by submission round 3, so semi-perfectly called. This one I didn't get to watch because I was still working. However, I heard that it was a robbery. I heard that a lot of people think that Marshman, that Phillips should have actually won, but they gave it to Marshman, which is weird because it's in England. Usually the judges are biased. So this is just weird, weird judges, and I can't give you my opinion on it because I did not watch it. But yeah, proud of my predictions, and I'll say something. If you ever, if anyone ever, because I'm always usually the night before the event, I already have all my picks done. So if anyone ever has a question, just wants my opinion, just write it in the comments, and I'll give you my answer as to who I think is going to win on any particular fight that maybe I did not cover. But alright guys, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.